Hello, everybody. Madagascar. I like to move it. You're going to need to wait. Mommy's doing a video. So you need to sit down and wait. Yeah, video. Hi, everybody. I had already done this video, actually, but going through and listening to it, the sound was off. So I decided to delete and make another one. I'm just going to make this one short because that other one was 20 minutes long. Basically, I'm home, yay. My surgery was July 22nd, Tuesday, very early in the morning. I did not get out of the hospital until Friday, the 25th, an entire day later. I had some minor complications, but complicated enough to keep me in the hospital. Today is July 27th, Sunday, so I have been home for 2.5 days because it's getting later in the afternoon now. Sugar-free popsicles are your friend. It's hot as Hades outside. Disgusting. Anyway, lots of things. Oh my gosh. Basically, I did 6 incisions, which I will show you. I will show you my battle scars. I hope you can hear me okay. If this video turns out crap, I'm going to be so enraged. Anyway, they had me on Dilaudid, on a machine where you could just click every 6 minutes and it would happily chug down your bloodstream. I can't deny that it was the most delicious part of my life in the hospital. I felt great. So when I went to chug the contrast dye, I was told that they don't like to use barium anymore because it's harmful if there is any leaking. When I went to chug the contrast dye, it looked like urine. The guy, he was older, he was trying to be sweet, and he said, oh, look, it's like Mountain Dew. I was like, that looks like piss. Mountain Dew has a neon sort of, tint to its color. This was just ginger ale without bubbles. I was like, that's pee. Anyway, I just had to take one mouthful, and then they took an x-ray down along and followed it down my insides, and no leaks. So when you don't have any leaks, you can start with liquids. I'm not gonna lie, the stuff did taste very awful. It wasn't like bitter or anything, but it just was not tasty. I'm sure it's not meant to be tasty, but damn it, it should be. So I got back to the room, and basically the captain, who was my nurse, we made a bet that he couldn't find. I had to put in a second IV because basically my blood sugar was raising because of my surgery. My surgery had caused my blood sugar to go up, and that was concerning, but at the same time it's kind of sort of what happens. It's the reason why I stayed in ICU so long. I stayed in ICU from my surgery time until the middle, and actually the end of the next afternoon. It's pretty crazy. And I was the only brain fart. I was the only patient in there, not just bariatric patient. I was the only patient, period, in ICU. Anyway. So I get back to ICU, and like, yay, we can drink something, whatever. So I had to wait basically for the doctor, my surgeon, to go, okay, sure, she's clear, let's get her something to drink, which took him 4 friggin' hours. So I was like, let's go for a walk, you know, down on blood clots. So my husband was there, and he went walking with me, and we did like 6 laps around the ICU. And then it was time for him to leave, unfortunately. And I just can remember feeling really gross. Like, they had taken my catheter out before that. They had taken my catheter out like right after I drank the barium, or whatever, the contrast dye. And well, that feels weird. Well, I couldn't go to the bathroom at all for a very long time. I guess that was another concern. So at the same time, they were really trying to get me to void, as they call it. And I felt sick at the same time. It was just, I didn't want to get up out of bed. I was in that state where I was like, I'm going to throw up, but it's not coming up my throat or anything like that. Like, I feel it. It's there. It's going to be bad. And so I think I sat there for a good hour. And I'd say for the last 20 minutes, I had grabbed that little, that puke bucket. What's it called? Okay, come on, camera. Why aren't you focusing? Really? There we go. My popsicle. 5-second rule. Anyway. So in the last 20 minutes, I was really starting to feel it. And I was like, what can I possibly throw up? I haven't had anything. If I dry heave, I'm going to be so angry. Sure enough, it was not dry heaving. It was... Okay, I'm just going to get it out, rip it off like a Band-Aid. For some reason, my gut was filled with brown, putrefied blood, and it smelled like... I don't know if you've ever climbed inside, a garbage truck after it's dropped off its delivery load, but it was worse than that. Like, they were spraying by my room, and nobody wanted to come in there. It was really gross. So I vomited that, and then I felt a lot better in the aspect of, nausea, but I had started having spasms, like serious muscle spasms in my abdomen. They were almost like hiccups. It was like every couple seconds. And the thing is like, it's your stomach. So my stomach just had surgery on it, and there's a lot of sutures, and there's a lot of pain. It shrunk it and blew it back out, shrunk it every time. It was just excruciating. So ICU was trying to get rid of me up to the family center upstairs, where I was supposed to have gone a couple hours after being there. The very first day I had my surgery. And I get up there, and everybody is screaming around. They're like, your blood sugar is 180, and your fingertips numb, your toes numb, this is not right. And so I was going through a little bit of a crisis, and I didn't know what the hell was going on. All I know is there was this lady that every time the button turned green, she would go green, and she would click my thumb to click it. I was so much pain. And then I remember pulling out my IV. I don't even know why, but they didn't like me after that. I have, I don't know if you can see this bruise. Yeah, I think you can see it. I've got, hello, focus here, Stephanie. Okay. I've got a tattoo here, but then there's this bruise. Come on now. This dark, nasty bruise right here. I got from them trying to stick a needle in me. And then they tried to stick another one here and on the top of my hand, but that exploded with water. And then I tried to stick another one here, you could see the bruising. So it's just brutal. And then my pre-vein, I call it pre-vein because it's like this big giant monster, it's hard to miss.
But they did, like I said, they needed 2 IVs, one for, my Dilaudid and my IV, and then they needed one for the insulin, so they just messed me all up. And I went out, so they were everywhere for another hole. But then they put me onto some liquid medicine and they sent me home with stuff for like ulcers and pain meds, and they sent me something for my spasm, and they sent me home for something with for nausea. So I'm taking those. Um, I have been all Friday, Saturday. I pretty much until the after, like the late after of Saturday, clear diet, um, protein with my ice clear water, and I got a um, and when half a scoop